So I've decided that I might as well go ahead and get the video done. I'm going to finally share with you guys my scrapbooking room. The room is small, and you guys know that I used to have my things down in the basement, which was a large area. So I tried to fit as much as I could into this room so that I would not have to be going up and down the stairs, because I remembered I left something down there. So the room is crammed, you might want to say, but I have everything in its own place. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with, I'm going to start with the closet. The closet does not have a light in it, but I put one of my lamps in the closet that I use down in the basement. So what I have in the closet, and you can see it's a small closet, I stacked two of my Expedit shelves, the 2x2s. I stacked both of them on top of each other, and I have my long Sizzix dies there, and the cutting plates, and my Big Shot is there, and just some odd stuff there, and some odd stuff here. This right here is a lot of paper from Joann's. It is a coordination paper. It is really thin, so that's why it's stacked there. I didn't have the time or the patience to try and take it back. And I have all of my albums here. These are some cereal boxes. I have some of my paper stacks there. There's more of the coordinations paper, envelopes, miscellaneous things, my sponges, baby wipes, and back there are old flowers, bins that I had used before. Up here, these are my stacks of Cricut mats, and also on top there are my silhouette mats. I have some Ziploc bags, gloves, big pack of gum, and I have these are my stamps. Those are my Tim Holtz stamps and my Greeting Farm stamps. And I started buying these bins to keep certain collections together. And if I was working on a project, there's like one project here, one there, one there. So these bins are full. This bin is empty. It is the bin that holds the little plastic containers that holds all of the little photo things there. I bought them to hold my extra photos, but I did not add photos in there. So this is the closet. So it's small. And as we come around, starting here, this is where here is where I store my Cricut cartridges. I still have them all stacked all the way up. And there's my baby Cricut there. And those are my Cricut Circle cartridges. And there are some cartridges that I have not opened. But all of my cartridges are here. I still have them stored in the boxes. I like them stored in the boxes because of the way that I have them stored. I do not plan to get rid of any of my Cricut cartridges and none of my Cricut machines. Well, I gave one of my Cricut machines to a YouTuber, Pat, who's at Pat's Treasures and Crafts. I gifted her one of my expressions. So there's those. And this is my desk. I have the desk from IKEA. It's the one that has the glass top, and it has a space underneath here. I keep my blocks under here, and I have some, these right here are some long 12 by 24 sheets of paper, and it's the paper from, I think it's the one from K & Company that I've had for 2 years, and it stays there. I have under here my mat. I keep my Cricut mats and my silhouette mats under here, and I re-sticky my mats. So this is painter's tape on it so that it doesn't get on the edges, but I re-sticky my mats. And this pad is from Stampin' Up. I use that to keep my desk from becoming a mess. And my desk has the architectural legs, so I store some things on there. I keep my Cricut trimmers on there. And under my desk, I know it's a little dark, but I have some bins of my washi tape and some ribbons. And there's also that bottom bin right there is all of my Disney pictures. Inside of this cube, I keep, it's blurry. These are all of my Tim Holtz things. Well, I'm not going to show it because it's really dark under there. But I keep this bin here, it has 3 drawers. And it's mainly all of Tim Holtz things. And the bottom one is all of my Tim Holtz dies. The second one is some more dies and spare pieces. Like there's an extra craft pick, extra, you know, all of his things are in here. So that's what's in there. And there's my computer. In this bin right here, I have all of my pictures. I have all of my pictures in here. And in this bottom one, which I probably cannot open, is cards, blank cards, and envelopes. Over here, I have collections, paper collections. You guys know I store them in these plastic containers, and I have each collection by themselves. Here is one of my Becky Higgins Project Life core kit. That's the amber one, I think. And I have this bin down here. It's a mini album that I'm working on for my coworker's baby. So that's under my desk. And as you move over this way, I have this basket right here is some stamps. They're all Stampin' Up stamps. I went through them to try to find ones that I could use in Project Life. And I have this bookshelf right here. I have this bookshelf. Up here is where I keep more of my paper collections. This bin right here has nothing but my 6x6 pads. I have another little shopping cart here that I put new things in when I get them. And then I have all of my slice stuff there. Here I have my Basil cardstock, American Craft cardstock. These are Recollections flowers. And these are, it's a bin full of stamps. And this next shelf is all Stampin' Up. These are all my Stampin' Up stamps. Back here, these stamps are, they're full all the way back there. And this is my Stampin' Up ribbon. And there's more stamps back there. All Stampin' Up stamps. And, oh, there's more ribbon in there. All this at the bottom is my Stampin' Up cardstock and my Designer Series paper. And this is a container full of bling. And this is all of white cardstock by Stampin' Up. And in front of here, I keep this little bin here. This stores all of my thickers. All the stickers that I own, they are in this container. Next to the bookshelf, there is these two Alex carts that I got from IKEA. And everything that's in these, nothing has changed. Because everything that was still in here is still the same. These are all my Prima flowers. I've not bought any more because I still have all these. And this one is all of my Prima bling and some rub-ons and some Prima bling. Charms, but those are all Prima. These are all recollections. These are all my recollections. And this one is my embossing powder. This is my embossing tray. All of my embossing powder in plastic bags. And this one is a lot of odds and ends. It's that tape that we got from Michael's. And there's some bling down there. iRock that I've never used. And down here is Tim Holtz brunch board, and these are all of my Wild Orchid craft flowers. Next to there, I keep my my Score Pal and my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and also my Circle Scissor Plus is there. Up on the wall, up on top of the Alex cart, I keep this basket. This basket is filled with nothing but letters, anything to do with letters. And this is all my letters for Project Life. And I also keep I started keeping my Tim Holtz dies in here because it makes the letters. So to make sure that I remember that I have it, I put it there. And up behind here on the wall, I added a pegboard, and those are some of the long embellishments that don't fit inside my Jet Max cubes. And then as we move towards the left, these are all my Jet Max cubes. I have them stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high on this wall here. And then as you come around this way, I have them stacked 4 high. I won't go through all of them because nothing has really changed in those. You can see where my paper is. Someone left a comment on a previous video. They wanted to see how I was storing all of my paper now that I'm not in the basement. But there's the paper there. And all of the slots that have paper, there's paper in them. And all my Jet Max cubes, they're still the same. There's nothing's changed there. And I have paper in these. These are all my coordinations cardstock that I bought at Joann's. Every time they had a 5 for 95 cent sale, I bought stacks and stacks of it. And on top of these Jet Max cubes, I keep my Stampin' Up! Ink caddies. I have 2 of them. And I have the re-inkers in there. And some loose ones that once I take them down, I don't have the courage to put them back, so I just started stacking them right here. I have a mini album that I did for my grandson, and this is what I store my pictures in, these little containers. That's what I was saying, the container that was in the closet, it's made to hold these. But I have 2 of these. There's one behind this one. Well, there's actually 3 of them. There's one behind this one and one stacked up top, if you can see up there, that has all the pictures in it. There's a mini album that Shondi made me. I still haven't put pictures in it, but I'm going to. And I have back here all of my Prima flowers back there. I think I have like 4 tubes that they just sit there. And then as you come here, I have this 3-tier shelf, It holds all of like the dollar stamps, and they're up top. And I have one of the mini albums that I did is sitting there, but it just sits there. It's a mini album that Wendy from Wendy's Creative Corner, we did a swap last year, a Halloween swap. And I just have some of the things that I made. I have them stored here. There's some more Prima flowers. And I started collecting these sleeves from Starbucks. I've been meaning to make a coffee sleeve mini album. Never got around to doing that. But I just have some things stored on top here. I have a bowl of buttons, some punches, and I initially bought this caddy right here. It's the Stampin' Up one, and all of these are empty. I bought them because I was going to transfer all of these glitter in there. Never got around to that. So they're still there, and the containers are just sitting on top. There's one there, and then there's one over there. Alright, on top of this wall, I have my 2 embellishment centers. They're actually connected to the wall, and they store my stamps, some loose stamps. And at the bottom, there's the glitter on these 2. And then on these 2, those are the micro beads. So, as you can see, it's a little cramped in between here. But I don't normally walk through here that much anyway. So those are those. And my Cameo sits there when I'm not using it. Because on my work center here, I have my Imagine and my champagne colored expression. I keep these 3 here because I use these 3. Okay, so as we come around, and I'm gonna close the door, and behind the door I have my punches stored on the wall. I have them stored on Bible rails that I got from IKEA, and they go all the way down there. An empty basket, which I should try and, oh, I can put more punches in there, because up here I have more punches back there. But I have them all there. My Dymo label maker, and, well, 2 of them. And I have these Martha Stewart glitters that got at around Christmas time on clearance. So those are how I store my punches. And on the door, behind the door, is where I store my Glimmer Mist. I have them in this shoe rack that I got from Walmart, and they're all stored in there. Okay, so we'll come back around this way. In the middle of the room, which is why there isn't too much room, is because I have my 2 Expedit shelves. I have them still lying on their sides. These 2 Expedit shelves give me an extra workspace, so that's why I'm determined to keep them in here, even though the room is small. But I love that I have this extra workspace. I usually work in this area right here, and on my desk I work in this area right here. So my 2 Expedit shelves, nothing has changed with that, except this area right here became the holder of my Project Life stuff, and down there became the holder of more of my collections in the plastic containers. But other than that, everything else is still the same. On top of my desk, this is where on top of this workspace, this is where all of the stuff that I use for Project Life, I keep them in these 2 containers. This small container, which is just sitting on the inside of here, But this container right here is where I have cutouts that I cut out with the silhouette or my Cricut. And if it's too big or it doesn't fit or whatever, I'll put it in here and I'll keep it. I have some of my journaling cards in here. The cards that I bought from Becky Higgins, extra journaling cards. I keep those. I keep this little container just for that. And in this little container right here is like my tools and things, like my date stamps, my paper distresser, markers, tissue tape, adhesive, my small cat eyes inks by Memento, scissors, and that stuff like that. So I keep that there. Here are some stamps that I found that I can use for Project Life. And I also found this one. I can use it for Project Life also. And another Becky Higgins core kit. And I bought this container here from Marshall's. Or was it TJ Maxx? I think it was TJ Maxx. But inside this container, I keep my embellishments that I want to use in Project Life. Basically, everything on this workspace right here is used for Project Life. I have my buttons and badges here, brads. I bought these little containers from Joann's when they have their storage sale. But inside here is, let me see if I can open it. Inside this container, I keep these little letters. I actually keep these little letters that I punch out with my Martha Stewart punches. These are the letters that I use for a lot of the lettering in my Project Life. So I keep them here. I keep the letters in one and the alphabet in another one. And these containers are stackable, so I just stack them right on top here. I have 2 small containers that just hold some random stamps. But this basket of stamps right here are all the stamps that I want to use for Project Life. It basically holds all of my Technic Tuesday Ali Edwards stamps. It holds my Studio Calico stamps. Anything that I can use in Project Life, lettering, these little random stamps, anything that suits Project Life, the stamps are in this basket. The other stamps, which are over here, these are my other any kind of stamps. Though they are over there. And then that's it. I have my Gypsy here. And this is where I have my Project Life. So, as you can see, my room is real small, but I love the way that I have it set up. Although I'm not sure how long I'll be staying in this room, because I've actually been looking for a bigger place. So, this is my room. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, because it's a task trying to go through everything that you have in your room, especially when you have a whole lot of stuff. And I didn't show you there, but down there is also a stack of paper pads that I have nowhere to put, so I started stacking them on the floor. But I'm trying my best not to buy any more 12 by 12 papers. I've started buying the 6 by 6 pads. But this is my room. What I love most about my room is this area right here. I love this area right here because it's like I have everything right here. It's a whole lot of stuff, and I love looking at it like that. Alright, you guys. I just wanted to go ahead and share my room. Go ahead, get it out of the way, because I've been dreading it. And I didn't show, but up there I have some odds and ends stuff. I have my Bind It All Xyron, and behind there are some jars of ribbon, which I probably should pull those down because I started storing my ribbon in those containers. Alright, you guys, so, oh, I forgot. I didn't share what was on this wall. Alright, so I have another embellishment center where this embellishment center has all of my inks, embossing powders from Lindsay's Stamp Gang, acrylic paints, some ink pads, and then I have these two shelves that I got from IKEA. It holds all of my Tim Holtz. I have every single color from Tim Holtz except for the summer ones. So I'm going to be getting those, which I don't know why, because if you can look and see, a lot of these are still in the packaging. But I'm a collector, so I have, if I get one or two, I need to get the whole set. I started buying the Lindy's Stamp Gang. I don't know why, because I rarely even use them. I rarely even use the Glimmer Mist, but I do not want to get rid of it, so I will not be destashing anything. And this is how I'm storing everything. I love my Cricut, and I love all my Cricut cartridges. Alright, you guys, I'm going to end this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.